Okay, let's have a quick look at zebra tomatoes. So these were from starts because Canberra was wonky weathered this early season and it continued to be wonky and cold and wet and all that whatnot, so I'm glad I put starts in. So these were basically Digger's zebra tomatoes, and I put in 4 plants, I think 4 or 5 plants. I put them along here. It looks a bit messy at the moment. We're at that wild side of summer where the garden's just gone crazy. So it's just on pavers in raised beds. We did have a lot of mushroom compost and soil in there, but it's settled and it's probably only 20 centimeters deep. So this is doing incredibly well for only 20 centimeters worth of soil. So as you can see, these seem to be indeterminate. They just keep growing. They just keep going up. They just keep setting flowers. And the wonderful thing about these little beautiful tomatoes is this is almost ripe. So they stay green. And this lime green underneath, that you can see, that basically goes yellow. And then you have these dark green tiger type stripes. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. I did a picking earlier today, which I probably should have left to show you. But basically it just shows this at a bit more yellow and the stripes are a bit more defined. So these are getting close to being ready. Some little ones along there. Oops, tripping over garden pots. And then I've got some more over here along that fence. So these have been really, really good producers. So they're basically the type that likes to hold on to it almost like determinate tomatoes do and then throw a bunch at you. But because of their indeterminate nature, or at least these ones seem to be quite indeterminate because they're roaming everywhere, I would say that they had thrown their first bunch that set and then they'd set another bunch. So you can see how big those ones are. They're sort of larger range saladette size. Or no, probably a little bit bigger. Sort of in between the saladette and a gross Liz. I did have some bigger ones, and then it's essentially started to do its next set, which are like cherry tomato, just slightly bigger than cherry tomato size. And then it's going to put on some more flowers. So I guess that when I've done a couple of pickings of some of the bigger ones, it's triggered a response that says, set more flowers please, which I'm more than happy for it to do, honestly, because it's got to be one of my favorites. It's awesome tasting and it's very cool to make green tomato sauce and tomato puree. Alright. Let me know what tomatoes you've got going that you like, and if you're in Canberra, let me know what tomatoes are actually doing really, really well for you. I have a few different varieties, but this has got to be a really great producer. I do have some Romas and some Gross Liz. I have a black cherry, some black crims, and I have a yellow, I think it's a yellow cherry tomato. They've done alright. I mean, Romas have done extremely well. They're coming to the end of their cycle because they're quite determinate. I think we've got the San Maurizio and a different Roma variety. But for just 4 or 5 plants, these green zebras are really holding their own with the Roma. So I would really like to know if there's anything else that held its own, just like these 2 varieties. Alright, thank you. Till next time. Bye.